Wicked Wands Tarot. My name is Carmen, and today we've got a reading for you about somebody who has realized that what was originally kind of easy to deal with or not too stressful has all of a sudden escalated and things are pretty chaotic. We have the Five of Pentacles, but it's in the reverse. So this could be a major loss or someone who feels like their luck is getting worse when they were hoping it would get better. And I feel like they're trying to get out of like a trap or a situation. Maybe they don't want to live where they are. Maybe they don't want to work where they are. But they do have some, I don't know, like almost paranoia, looking to find a different path or a different choice than the one that has presented itself. Hey, Key Controller. Hello, Illuminati. How we doing? Hello, Famous Seamus. Let's call in spirit with a little bit of Wind Chime Time. I hope you're having a good day so far. If you're interested in a personal reading, I would love to do one for you. My email address is wickedonestarot@gmail.com. That's in the description box, along with information on how to become a member. Thank you to the current members. Hello, Ricardo. How are you doing? Let's start with the situations deck and see what this problem situation is for them. What is it that they can't escape from? Focused, eyes for you, fascinated, watching, financial support, child, alimony, government, and family, blood ties, inner circle. Okay, so this could be responsibility pertaining to family. So not wanting to deal with someone's estate, not wanting to deal with child custody, not wanting to agree to alimony. There's definitely some element of money exchanging hands, and also someone who's very obsessed and likes to know what's going on behind the scenes. Hey Carrie, how you doing? Hello Laura, what's up? Ooh, that's pretty rough. As I was reading that, this came out. I hope that gets resolved in a good way, Matt. What else do we have? Roller coaster, highest high, adrenaline rush, escapade, vacation, hideaway, adventure, and threatened. So hiding money or literally hiding from the accountability, postponing or delaying, trying to make excuses. This is someone who feels like what they don't want to deal with is exactly what is facing them. So they're like a 5-year-old who doesn't want to take their bath, you know, but older. This is the Path of Shadows. Hello, Egyptian Empress. How you doing? What else do we have? Mirror, Labyrinth, and Impostor Syndrome. Illusions and reflections. Who are you trying to fool? When you turn your back to the mirror, there's still someone looking at you. Eerie, because we do have some reference of a person watching you, maybe being very interested in your social media. And underneath Imposter Syndrome, it says, in a room full of equals, I stand in doubt, a stranger in my own triumphs, shadows cast about. So this could be someone who feels like they have to fake it till they make it, but, you know, like maybe in a more destructive way. Let's see. This is the Earth and Bones Tarot. Hello, Jess. Hello, YAJ. Oh, I mean, everyone can speak for themselves, but we just like to allow people the space to believe what they do. I've got a cross up there on the shelf. Hello, Bob. Hello, Tyler. Hello, Caleb. I do agree with you. But I don't really think it's a good idea to shout out because someone asks me to. But that's why the cross is on the bookshelf. It's from my grandparents' church. Hello, Simran. How are you doing? Hello, Zizi. So we've got the Queen of Petals or the Queen of Pentacles, the Nine of Jars or Nine of Cups in the reverse, and the Ace of Crystals or Ace of Swords in the reverse. Okay, so we have somebody who has lied about money or lied about their ability to offer a good home, lied about whether or not they've been honoring an agreement. This could very well be about like child custody or an inheritance. But somebody is being a bit greedy. Hey Bob, I'm gonna put you in a timeout. You're welcome to come back, but we don't like the spamming, okay? Oh, is Tiana here? Hello, how's it going, Joseph? Isaiah, no, that's not what's going on here. No, I do not need birth dates. I like to make sure your private information is yours, right? What's up, Clorox? Hello, May Marie. So we've got Knight of Wicks or Knight of Wands in the reverse and the Sun. This is somebody who's been caught up, or they're really just, it's like a fish on a hook, you know, they've been caught, but they're not giving up the fight. They don't want to admit that something is accurate, something is the right or fair thing to do. They want more than their fair share. If you split a pizza with this person, they'd be taking 3/4 of it. You know what I mean? What? It's fair. Hello, Old Angry. How are you doing? Hey, Isaiah. You're welcome to try again tomorrow. I'm going to ask that you be a bit more respectful if you come back, okay? I hope you have a good rest of your day. We've got the Four of Crystals or Four of Swords in the reverse and the Wheel of Fortune. There's something that has changed to make it difficult for them to lie the way that they want to. So if this is somebody who had convinced their lawyer that it was okay to misrepresent the money available or you know, the reality of why this marriage or partnership is being dissolved, like there's something here where now there's like a new lawyer, there's a new judge, or there's a new sheriff in town, right? There's a sense of this getting more difficult for them, and like they're kind of like sweating bullets. Knight of Petals or Knight of Pentacles, King of Wicks or King of Wands in the reverse, and the Five of Wicks, Five of Wands. So what was originally being played on easy mode, now they're on hard mode. And they're wondering, am I still going to be able to like do this? Am I still going to potentially win? Now they're nervous. Now they feel like what they were pretty confident they could figure out, now they're looking at it as, no, I'm actually really nervous that people are going to see right through me and I'm not going to get what I want anymore because that changed or this person, you know, walked away. Hello, Barrett. How are you doing? I wouldn't do it if I didn't. But I encourage you to hang out. You might find some cool people in the live chat. Hello, Lucy. How are you doing? It could be your algorithm. We have the Eight of Candles or Eight of Wands, the Emperor, and the Page of Needles or Page of Swords. I don't know. A little scary. They get news that's not good. This is frustration and irritation because I thought I had everything under control, and now there's some change or swap, reassignment, or an edit, and now I feel like I've lost the advantage. Not fair. Page of Swords in the reverse. Might point out that we have the shackles. Now they're actually worried that what they've done might cause things to get worse because they have lied or hidden something. Oh, that's so cool. That makes my day, Tiana. I'm gonna cross my fingers for you. What else do we have? The Fool. The Queen of Candles, which is the Queen of Wands. Why do I feel like something was captured on night camera? That's not for everyone. Yeah, there's a new direction or a change up, new leadership, new representation, and it changes the whole thing. Now we've got somebody who feels like they're not going to be able to get what they want in this situation. Nine of Potions, which is the Nine of Cups. Five of Potions, or the Five of Cups. And another King of Wands in the reverse, the King of Candles in the reverse. They're so angry. Because they really did think that they could, I don't know, control it, make sure that they got favored, make sure that it was, you know, their cousin that got assigned to it. They wanted more than their fair share. They wanted 3/4 of the pizza, and you were like, hey, but I'm hungry. So it's going to get corrected, or it's not going to go the way that this King of Wands in the reverse was expecting it to. They are not in control the way that they expected to be. Hello, Be Real. How are you doing? Hello, Abdul. The Devil and the Queen of Potions, which is the Queen of Cups. Oh my. Did you discover that I'm actually like lying and pretending to be nice? This is somebody who's caught lying, and I think in a public setting. If this is not in a courtroom, this is like the court of public opinion, right? The social group, or maybe even if this person has some level of fame, the fans. There is, oops, I told you that I was good. I told you that I had good intentions, or I told you I wasn't going to be causing any problems. And then you found out that I did cause problems. Sorry. They don't know what to say because they definitely tried to avoid accountability or make it sound like things were just fine, but they weren't. Oh, I hope you win big, Be Real. Be cautious. All right, this is the Gold Foil Tarot. Eight of Cups. The Nine of Wands in the reverse. And the Emperor in the reverse. Yeah, I mean, they have to abandon whatever they were arguing that they felt made their case more believable in some way. That's cool. I've stayed at the Luxor. I think they had the Titanic exhibit there when I was there. It's a little bit out of the way, but it's nice. Yeah. Hello, Luis. What's going on? It's been years. God, when was that? I guess I don't know what it's like now. I believe in you, Tiana. So we've got Death in the reverse, Nine of Swords in the reverse, another 9 in the reverse. And the Three of Cups. This is like finding a last minute witness like they do in all of those like procedural TV shows. But wait, there's more kind of thing. Sorry, I always love using that line. But there is actually some additional information or somebody else's perspective that makes very clear that this King of Wands in the reverse, Emperor in the reverse, has been lying. That they have been asking for more than their fair share of the inheritance or whatever this is. Queen of Wands, Hanged Man, and the Two of Cups in the reverse. This does seem to have fractured a connection. So this could be like siblings who aren't talking to each other, exes who are very divisive and antagonistic. But there was some back and forth and an unpredictable nature of this decision or how people are viewing these two that are fighting over something. Sorry to make it seem like it's not immature to, you know, fight for your side, right? But this person's asking for more than they deserve or being unreasonable. So Temperance in the reverse, Seven of Wands. I see somebody, probably you, or somebody that you care about, defending their share. That's my half of the pizza. Thank you very much. You said we could split it, and there's 2 of us. So I'm pretty sure that means 50-50. The Moon and the Seven of Swords. They were hoping you wouldn't notice. This is like if it was their responsibility to let you know that there was an inheritance waiting for you. They didn't tell you because they were just hoping you wouldn't find out. If this is about, you know, custody, maybe there's some inaccurate money reports, right? How much am I making? How much am I spending? That kind of thing. Thank you, DNF. Yes, I would love to see that as well, Laura. So we've got the Judgment card, the Ten of Wands, and the Seven of Pentacles in the reverse. This decision is going to disappoint the Emperor, who is asking for more than their fair share. Seven of Pentacles is in the reverse because they're going to feel like they didn't get anything. They're going to feel like it was biased or unfair in some way. If there's a way to appeal, they probably will try to do that. But this is somebody who doesn't want to accept the reality of the situation and doesn't seem to realize or doesn't care that they're being unfair. At least it's not Yoko. That's funny. Hey, Michael. How's it going? Hello, Vision. Aw. Well, you can stick around if you like it. If not, I hope you have a good rest of your day. Hello, Lava. So we do have some new flirtation going on. And it looks like this is someone's attempt at escapism. They're dealing with a lot of instability and drama in their life. And so they were like, oh, I know what'll make it calm down and be more tolerable. How about I start a new relationship? I don't know. This seems problematic. Why is this a problem? Okay. So we have someone who's been digging for dirt and trying to find the issues. So if we are talking about a courtroom situation and maybe this is, you know, to do with child custody, we could have somebody who is not wanting to be honest about who they live with or what kind of environment that person would be in. but we have hidden intentions. And I have to say it centers around money. So this person could be disguising the amount of money that they spend on an addictive behavior. And we've got Fuego, chemistry, machismo, masculine pride, toxic masculinity, meeting manly expectations, and playa playa. Okay, so this person doesn't want to be honest about the money that they spend on their dating life, the money that they spend maybe on dating apps, drinking, partying. They're trying to make it seem like they're a responsible individual because of whatever this situation they're in, be it an inheritance conversation or, you know, child custody. They're trying to play like they're innocent, but the truth is this is somebody who does whatever they want. They don't really seem to have a lot of rules for themselves or find them to be very important. This is the Earth and Bone Oracle. Hello, Idris. How are you doing? Hello, Ixie. Welcome back. Hello, Indian Goddess. What else do we have? Conjure, number 31. Higher self, subconscious, influencing, and creation. And Beast, number 33. Conflict, competition, arguments, aggression, tension, and oppressors. Yeah, I mean, they're trying to make it seem like they deserve something or that they are, you know, the best parent or that they are, reliable, dependable, but they seem to have quite the temper and they may be a little bit overly invested in dating, especially if this is like, I'm trying to provide a good home for a small child. Like, that's not necessarily a good thing, right? I don't have children. I'm just saying if this is somebody who's hiding how many people they're dating, they're hiding it because they feel like it would look bad. So there's some pattern of behavior that they didn't want anybody to know about. Portal, number 39, originality, idealism, progression, opening, and accessing. Why do I feel like we have a catfish? We might have somebody who pretends to be something else, or someone else, I should say. They get information. Maybe they go on this dating app to try to figure out if this person's on there. Maybe they go to, you know, the local bar. They're on to this person. Migration, initiate, beginnings, freedom, adventure, and first step. So whatever they've been trying to hide, whatever they have been using to kind of escape the difficult reality of their current life situation is working against them in some major decision, probably in a courtroom, possibly the court of public opinion, right? Hello, YH, how are you doing? Hello, Lisa. I hope you're not left waiting too long for that. Hello, Jose. How are you doing? So we've got Thief in the Reverse and Community. Claiming to not have been a problem, claiming to maybe even have had somebody steal from them, trying to lie about where the money's going, what they're spending it on. But I feel like there's multiple people here who know the answer. So there's too many options for whoever's wanting the truth to be able to find it, for it to stay secret for very long. Hello, G-Vision. How are you doing? Toil and labor. Journey. Wealthy man in the reverse, and message of concern. They might have said that they were at work when they were actually traveling with someone, because we've had a reference to an escapade or hiding an adventure. So maybe they get out of town to try to make sure that nobody sees them together. But now there is some risk to whatever they're trying to do. Whatever they're trying to hide has been exposed. So they can't hide this money or this flirtation or these habits anymore. Let's see what else we get from the signs of the times. Hey, Egyptian Empress, how you doing? Yeah. Power lines, energy, number 36. Community, bees, number 37. And stars, divine guidance, number 33. We have 2 references to community. I do feel like there is someone here who sees something or hears something or is able to prove that somebody was somewhere they shouldn't have been or has been doing something they shouldn't have been doing. And it's like right place, right time. You just happen to be able to see what was really going on. Hello, Outdoor. Coins, good luck. Number 10. The person who has tried to get more than their fair share has, I think they're about to hear that they're not going to get what they want, or that somebody has been able to figure out what's really going on, or that the updated version of the will has been located. They're not going to be able to achieve what they wanted to, this like sleight of hand or magician's trick, trying to take something that wasn't theirs. We have Death. This is the Cook's Tarot, by the way. Queen of Swords. And the Queen of Wands in the reverse. Something changed. Remember earlier I was saying there's like a reassignment or somebody else steps in. A new person gets assigned to the case. This is somebody who is real smart. I'm not saying you're not smart. I'm saying this person, you know what they're doing. And when they start looking for information, they find exactly what they need to. That makes it clear that somebody has been lying or misrepresenting the facts in order to get a more favorable outcome or decision. And it's not going to work. Ace of Pentacles in the reverse. It may actually end up costing them or result in them getting less than what they were promised. Maybe there was some sort of requirement for an inheritance. You only inherit this if XYZ, and that has to be like proven first. This is the Voyage of the Soul. Yeah, I don't have to comment on it though. We've got unknown, unfamiliar territory, void, obscure, wait, risk, and trial. With summon, remember we had conjuring or conjurer? Conjurer. I'm thinking of the movie apparently. Summon, spell, attract, lure, ritual, manipulation. They were manipulating the facts. They were trying to get more than their fair share by making it look like it was actually fair. But there is perhaps a voicemail or an email or a letter. There's some confirmation here that makes it clear they were lying or misrepresenting facts and creating things. So I do feel like you're going to be a little bit surprised at how well this goes. Yeah, light after darkness. New life, dawn, unfold, rise. So things are about to get better. Okay. Hello, Darnell. How are you doing? So I've got a personal reading I need to tackle, and I'm going to try to come back and do another reading for you all, but if not, it'll be tomorrow. Hello, Silver. How are you doing? Thank you for the likes and the subscribes, and I'll see you on the next reading. Toodles.